Hello everyone, it's Margot. Many people try to stand out from the crowd, to be different from everyone else. And some go too far. I don't want the people I show you in this video to be thought of as role models. No, and I don't encourage anyone to modify their body in any way. I just suggest you look at 10 people who are not like everyone else. Let's go! This is a 25-year-old guy named Parma Ham from London. He's a gender and he is known for his huge mohawk and gothic outfits. Parma's impressive mohawks has 70% hair extensions and takes 2 hours and 2 cans of hairspray to style. His mohawk reaches almost 1 meter. So sometimes he feels uncomfortable. For example, in a taxi, he has to sit on the floor so his hair doesn't touch the ceiling. This is 22-year-old Australian, Ethan Bramble. He has more than 100 tattoos, as well as a bunch of piercings and body modifications, like ear stretchings and a forked tongue. This guy also got tattoos on his eyeballs, which made his appearance even more scary. He also changed the shape of his ears, so they now look like an elf's. On his Instagram, Ethan writes that he holds the title of the youngest person with the most modified appearance in Australia. It's estimated that he spent about $15,000 on his modifications. He also says that his family completely supports him and his appearance, but it was difficult for his mother to get used to the tattoos in his eyes. Ethan has a girlfriend and she likes his appearance, except for the stitches on his lips, which she says annoys her. 24-year-old Jess Suarez says that dressing like a gothic doll allows people to express themselves freely. She is known on social media as the Rotting Doll. She has been dressing and wearing makeup like this for over a year and a half. Jess spends about an hour and a half each morning creating her doll makeup. She wears colored lenses, wigs, and contours her face with blue stripes. A resident of Los Angeles named Richie dreamed from early childhood of being a clown. It would seem that his road led straight to the circus, but he works as a barber. He always surprises his clients with tricks and jokes, and by even wearing makeup. Eventually, Richie got tired of the fact that his makeup constantly had to be wiped off. So he decided to cover his entire face with tattoos that resemble scary clown makeup that can't be washed off. Even the tip of Richie's nose was tattooed red instead of wearing a red foam ball. He also inserted subdermal silicone implants in his eyebrows to get the effect of the always surprised clown-like eyebrows. What about hair? Richie has shaved his head, leaving the sides of his hair sticking out that he regularly dyes red. By the way, this barber has a lot of clients. This man has 95% of his body covered with tattoos, and he says he did most of them himself, including his eyes. 36-year-old tattoo artist Marcelo de Souza Ribera is one of the most tattooed and modified people in the world. The father of 2 from Rio de Janeiro has dermal fillings, a forked tongue, and fang teeth. Despite this awesome sight, Marcelo says he doesn't let criticism affect his positive outlook on life. I've seen so many modified people so far, but none with zippers on the face yet. I think this is pretty creative. A young girl named Jasmine Bean very often causes interest and real horror because she looks more than eccentric. Colored lenses, creepy makeup, matching accessories. She is inspired by fantasy creatures and Japanese street fashion. Jasmine has an Instagram account where she uploads her photos either in the form of a mythical fairy or a real monster. Jasmine really wants to go outside freely, but she says that people are angry and she doesn't like the attention that she gets. She has a friend who looks like her, whom she met through the internet. When we are together, she's less anxious, says Jasmine. A lot of people try to be like their icons. They adopt their style of dress, mannerisms, behavior, etc. But the Argentine Leo Blanco went even further than this. To be like the much admired Michael Jackson, from the age of 15, he started to change his appearance with the help of cosmetic procedures, and after he was of legal age, Leo began to get plastic surgery, the total cost of which exceeded $30,000. Leo is now 22 years old. He has already had 11 operations, but still isn't happy with the result. His main goal in life is to become the best doppelganger of the King of Pop. So there are still a lot of modifications he plans to do, and Leo says it's worth it. Even now, there are queues to get a photo with them. 23-year-old Daniel Pereiro calls himself a chaotic, colorful monster. He wears very bright, colorful clothes, lenses, and accessories in all the colors possible. Daniel is inspired by the films The Exorcist and Monsters Incorporated. And so, in addition to glorious technicolor, his image also contains the inherent attributes of a monster. Horns, fangs, claws. Perhaps this image is a consequence of the fact that Daniel was teased at school for being overweight. Now, he says that with this appearance, he feels much more comfortable. Two British girls are the most unbelievably best friends. One is goth, and the other is pastel. Rosie Hinton is 21 years old and she lives in London with her best friend, Jude. Besides dressing up in contrasting styles, they have also themed their bedrooms. Rosie's bedroom is full of pink toys and cute cats, while Jude chose a more minimalistic approach, surrounding herself with only black and white colors. They even designed the dressing room, divided by the sofa, which is half pastel pink and half gothic black. A 33-year-old Frenchman named Selvin breaks down stereotypes of how an elementary school teacher should look, as his body is completely covered with tattoos. In the eyes of many, he doesn't look like a teacher, but nevertheless, he successfully works in one of the Parisian schools. On the left side of Selvin, there are drawings in the style of old-school rock and roll. And on the right, there are tattoos dedicated to Japanese culture. But each tattoo has a unique meaning for him. Thanks to his non-standard appearance, the guy was offered to become a model, as well as to star in a movie. He always goes to work at school in suits, but on Instagram, he doesn't hesitate to post candid photos showing off his tattoo-covered body. Yeah, I think that in Russia, a person with an appearance like this wouldn't be allowed to become a teacher. Psychologists say that the image of a freak is a way to express protest or a need to hide something complex about us. Perhaps this is true. In any case, we have no right to judge them. Like this video if you agree with me, and share the video with your friends if it was interesting to watch. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell. This was Margot. Goodbye, everyone!